seat tonight for each of us to represent the state of Alabama in welcoming our next United States Senator, Coach Tommy Tuberville. Go get him, Tiger. Go get him, Tiger. Get him, babe.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Alabama. Thank you for your trust, your confidence. Your message of change is loud and clear. To Senator Jeff Sessions and his supporters, let me congratulate you on a hard-fought campaign. You know, being a football coach, I know when you get into a bowl game and you lose, one team moves on, the other one doesn't. But you're in the same conference. But you pull for each other, even after that. This is a great country we live in. I just talked to Senator Sessions, and he was awesome. He said, Coach, I'm all in. He said, I want to thank him for his service, for what he's done for many years for this state and this country. It's hard. It's hard being in the public life that long. But I know that Jeff Sessions and his supporters are going to be behind us. We're going to need everybody on deck. This is going to be hard. But we do appreciate their support, and now we're all on the same team. For the past year and a half, which is the hardest dang thing I've ever done, I've traveled to what seemed like every city, town, and crossroads in the state of Alabama. I've listened to stories. I've listened to it all. And I've listened to the concerns of everybody. There's a lot of people hurting. And I've been listening. I hadn't taken anything for granted. You know, I've stood in the field with farmers putting their crops in back in planting season a month ago. And they're not only planting that crop to feed their family, but they're planting that crop to feed our families. It's important we understand that. I want to thank Alpha for their support. They've been huge. Been huge. You know, I've sat with military veterans who simply want their country that they serve faithfully to keep their promises to them, like the VA. I've talked to many of them. I've met with enforcement officers, firefighters, ambulance drivers who have risked their lives and safety every day to provide help for all of us. In this tough time that we're going through as we speak today, with everybody wearing masks one time or another, I've listened to doctors and nurses who have been on the front line battling this China virus, this unseen enemy, in the hospital wards and the IC units. And it's been tough. You know, I've also comforted the jobless. Many places I've been, people have been out of jobs. President Trump who, by the way, who's the best president in my lifetime. Who, by the way, called about 30 minutes ago and wished us luck and congratulated us on what happened today. Those people without jobs are worried because they don't know what the future holds, and none of us do. But all those stories and 1,000 more like them have touched my heart, and I've promised that your voices and all the voices of the state of Alabama will be heard on the floor of the United States Senate. You know, I've today reminded of my mom and dad. C.R. and Olive, both deceased, who at a young age instilled in me the importance of serving others and fighting for what I believe is right. You know, my dad dropped out of school in the 10th grade to join the military in World War II. I said, Dad, the 10th grade? He said, yeah, I got tired of following that damn mule. But at 18, or somewhere around that age, I want you to think about this now. Him and thousands of other men and women in this country and our allies landed on D-Day at Normandy. Now, 18 years old. And he drove a tank across Europe, losing friends every day, fighting for every inch, every foot, and every step. By war's end, my dad had earned 5 Bronze Stars. Now, a Bronze Star is fighting in a major battle. And if you win 1 or 2 of those, or earn 1 or 2 of those, it's special. At 18 and 19 years old, he earned 5 of them. He was my hero. He earned a Purple Heart, which nowadays is $1 million wound. They send you home. Back then, they put him in an infirmary for a month and then sent him back to the front lines. He got hit in the back. He had a big hole in his back. And I asked him one day, Dad, you got hit in the back? He said, yes, son, I was running like hell. My tank was on fire. I can't imagine what that generation did. But throughout this election, I'll be fighting for many of the same ideals, same principles, and the same God-given freedoms that my father and others like him in the greatest generation fought for so many years ago. Thanks to them. So now we turn our eyes towards our next opponent. We've got a little over 100 days because this runoff was pushed back. Democrat Doug Jones is running for re-election with the slogan of One Alabama. Well, you can make no mistake about it. What Doug really means is One Liberal Alabama. In Doug Jones's Alabama, you take your marching orders from Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer, and the bartender AOC, and all the liberal left. In Doug Jones, Alabama, the Second Amendment is a dream. It's just a thought. It's not in the Constitution to them. By God, they're not taking our guns. In Doug Jones's Alabama, you vote against conservative judges. People that believe in the Constitution, believe in this country. He voted against Brett Kavanaugh. Are you kidding me? We have got to have conservative judges in this country to go by the rule of law. In Doug Jones's Alabama, you don't work for your state in Alabama. You don't work for the United States of America. You spend the first 3 years trying to impeach the best president we've ever had, and he voted to impeach him. In Doug Jones, Alabama, the rule of law is a mob rule. Think about that. It's not law enforcement, it's mob rule. And in Doug Jones, Alabama, politically correct is the name of the game. I am so sick of that. I'm sick of it. Doug Jones, Alabama is not the conservative state that we love and embrace and defend. It's a liberal fantasy. A liberal fantasy is what Doug Jones believes in. He believes in funding Planned Parenthood but defunding the police. Folks, we can't make it. We cannot make it with our great law enforcement. It is time we have a senator who represents Alabama values, not New York values, not Chicago values, not liberal Democrat values. We need a senator that believes in our values. It's our mission, it's our movement, it's our moment to reclaim Alabama's Senate seat from Biden, Schumer, and Pelosi and put it firmly back in the conservative column. And that effort begins right here, right now, and tonight. I want to thank all of you for coming tonight. This hadn't been a great night for me or my family. This has been a great night for Alabama and United States of America. I want to thank everybody here for your support. We got a hard road ahead the next 3 months. And I'm telling you, I hadn't taken any days off in the last 480, and I'm not going to take them off now. So, I want to say this. God bless all of you. God bless sweet home Alabama. And God bless the United States of America. Thank you. Thank you.
Huge congratulations.
Hand up here. Here's my man right here. I met him in Dothan a few months ago. What's in that glass? No.
So if you've enjoyed tonight's coverage and you'd like to see more of it,